Hi nerds, welcome back. Okay, so this video is starting a little bit backwards. It is actually 7:10 in the evening and I'm filming my intro now. So, to cut a long story short, I am actually in the process of opening my very own grooming salon. Unfortunately, a few weeks ago, I was made redundant from my job that I absolutely adored and I was there for nearly 3 years. But, you know, sometimes these things happen and you just gotta roll with it, and this has pushed me to start my own salon and I'm really excited. So today is April the 1st and it was the first day of us renovating the salon. So I'm just going to show you some before pictures of everything. So before we started anything, you can see that there's just a lot of work that needs doing. The reception is just fully cluttered. There's lots of different colors of paint on the walls, and when you roll into the actual main room that we're going to be using for grooming, there's no lights in there. There's again lots of clutter. There's a mattress for some reason, and it's just all sorts of colors again on the walls. Then we have a little kitchen area and then a little room that is going to have the bath in it, and we are going to block off that weird little window that's in there. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to show you weekly updates of how it's going on. I'm hoping to be open by the 19th of April, so fingers crossed it's all going to go to plan, but let's just roll the footage of day one. Okay, we are done with day one. The reception is still a bit of a bomb site. We have just basically piled all the rubbish that was in there this morning just onto a handy little pile. And there's quite a lot of carpet there that I've ripped out as well. But if we go through, we now have a fantastic, just a very beautifully lit space for our grooming. So we're gonna have, for now, we're gonna have one table here for me. And then walking around here, we're gonna have a second table just here for Charlotte. And then if we do decide to expand, we've got lots of space to play around with in here anyway. And then coming around to the kitchen, I have ripped 2 layers of carpet off from this floor, and then a little bit from here as well, but I can't get to this bit yet because there's a massive safe in there, so that's going to be interesting. Contractors are going to come in and get rid of literally all of this for me. Hopefully, they were supposed to do it today, but they did get around to it. Yeah, that was day one. I am very tired. It's been a long day. Got bit more ripping out to do tomorrow, but I'm gonna probably be helping my father-in-law with some flooring. Okay, it is the evening of day 2. Today was actually a really good productive day. We have got all the electrics sorted out in the shop front and in the main grooming room, including the little sort of like a holding pen area we're gonna have. Obviously can't really show any footage of live electrics, but you know, you get what I mean. And we started laying out the floor today as well, and we did run into a bit of an issue. Basically, before I rented out the unit, they did have an issue with a leak upstairs in the flat above. They dealt with it, they got it all sorted, but in the corner of the grooming area, there was just this weird little shelving unit, and when we ripped up all the carpet that was Can I carry on, please? Thank you. But yeah, when we were ripping out the carpet from underneath the shelving unit, we found this entire corner of completely rotted wood, and it was so bad that it was even in the supporting structure. Luckily, there was a lot of just random bits of wood that we could utilize and use it to fix the corner and make it safe again, but it did slow us down a little bit, and my father-in-law is actually still in there laying some more floor so he can kind of get ahead and he's not going to be in the way tomorrow. It is actually 6 o'clock right now. I think we left about 4:30, 5 o'clock, something like that. Popped into Screwfix to get a couple bits for tomorrow, and then we're going to be there nice and early again tomorrow morning just to carry on with it all. And we also got ahead with the bathing area. My partner and his granddad, they ripped up all of the shelving in there, so that's all nice and clean and ready to go. We've made the decision to drop the ceiling in there as well a little bit because it's a bit of a weird janky ceiling. I'll give you like a nice before and after of that as well, but yeah, it just made a lot more sense to drop the ceiling down a little bit and make it level, because that way the moisture from all the bathing doesn't trap up the top and cause issues with mold basically. But yeah, a really good productive day. I'm gonna try and start filming sort of during the day a little bit as well, but at the minute, because there's so many people in there, it's a little bit difficult because there's my partner and his granddad doing the electrics, there's my father-in-law doing the flooring, I'm doing bits and pieces all day. I today I was prepping the front door for painting. I was just sanding it and getting just bits and pieces ready. And tomorrow one of our friends who works for a security company is coming in to just run some cables as well for security cameras and alarms and all sorts. It's going to be pretty busy tomorrow as well, but I'm going to see what I can do. But maybe I can film a bit of my painting, but I'll see what happens tomorrow and I will catch you then. Well, my plan of trying to film today at work really did not go to plan. There was just a lot of drilling, lots of banging, lots of cutting, just so much noise that it just didn't make any sense to film while I was in there. It's just coming up to 5 o'clock. I've literally just got in. Yeah, just another really busy day. I had my friend who does security. He came in to do all the first fix on everything. And once we've got internet up and running and we've painted, he'll come and do the second fix. So fit all the cameras, all the alarms and all that. Most of the flooring in the grooming area is now done and it's looking absolutely amazing. It's so beautiful. And what we decided to do was, because we had so many of the flooring panels left, we decided to put them up on the walls in our little holding area as well. And Bean actually came for a little visit today and he got to run around and he was just so happy. He came in yesterday for a very brief moment, and when I took him for a walk this morning, he kind of clocked that, right, well, this is a place I've been to before and I want to go in again. I don't know if he just smelt us in there. Obviously the door was shut, but he just would not leave. He would not get off that step for a little while, and it was really, really cute. But yeah, we've got the ceiling in the bathing area pretty much done. We've got it battened out and plasterboarded, and my partner is actually putting in some extractor fans as well. So we'll have a vent directly above one bath, and then for expansion purposes we're putting another vent into another area where we think we'll have a bath in the future, because the salon is big enough to have more than 2 groomers, so it would be silly not to sort of plan ahead. And if we do have a 3rd groomer, only having 1 bath is just not going to be enough, because at the minute we can sort of work around each other when there's just 2 of us. Like, we can stagger our start times by like half an hour, something like that. So by the time the 2nd dog of the day comes in, the 1st one's out of the bath and so on. So it's just sort of planning ahead. It makes sense, and I really want to expand. It would be amazing to have a 3rd groomer in there, honestly. But tomorrow's plan for me is to get the door painted, at least the 1st coat. I'm sure I could probably squeeze in the 2nd coat as well. I did sort of slap on a little bit of the blue onto the door frame before I left, and it looks beautiful. It's such a gorgeous rich blue. Unfortunately, I don't have the blue paint for the inner walls yet because I had to order it, and it being Easter weekend, it's not going to get here just yet. But tomorrow's probably going to be a bit more of a chill day. It's just going to be me, my other half, and my father-in-law. So we'll just kind of titivate and do little bits that we can and tidy up and keep on top of it. It's going really well and I'm really happy about that. Next week, gonna start painting, but that will be in next week's vlog for the renovation, but I will catch you tomorrow. Okay, that is a wrap on day 4. It is Easter Sunday and we've been there pretty much all day. Had a bit of a late start because we felt sorry for the neighbours. They've been listening to all sorts of banging and everything all weekend, so we figure that we'll give them a bit of a break today. Floor in the grooming area is now all done. We've got a little bit of skirting board to put up, but other than that, it's looking absolutely beautiful. We've got lights in every room, and I've put the 1st coat of paint on the front door as well, so that's actually blue now rather than pink, and it's looking absolutely gorgeous. Annoyingly, it takes 16 hours to dry, so I couldn't put on any more today, and it was still a little bit tacky when we left, but hopefully it will be okay because it's not supposed to rain. But with paint, you can only do it at a certain temperature. It needs to be warmer than 10 degrees Celsius, and the forecast is saying that it's going to be freezing all week next week, so I'm not going to be able to carry on with any of the painting outside. But luckily we've got a lot of the painting to do indoors, as long as the contractor comes and clears all the clutter we've got in the shop at the minute. Obviously it's been Easter, so they haven't been working, but hopefully by Tuesday they'll come in and clear it. They're probably going to need a skip to get rid of it all because there's just so much stuff. Like, we've cleared a lot of the stuff that I've asked them to do, so it's just been piling on all weekend. So poor boys, when they come in Tuesday morning to have a look at it, they're probably going to be in for a bit of a shock. But you know, I asked them to do it last week and it wasn't done, so we needed to get on. What can you do? But I'm gonna leave this vlog here. It's been really fun getting into it all, and I'm going to be updating you all the way through next week as well, so watch out for the next video on the salon renovation series. Bye guys.